go from Las Vegas. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards. The first carry now. This is Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass. Helped him force that incompletion.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They go back to the ground. This time Mostert. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And the Raiders have got him. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newman. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Newman looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 43 yards for him on the ground in his 1st quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jam.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Newman to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now it's Newman. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Williams again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Mostert. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Newman. He'll dump this one off here to White. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Hamler now on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
What did you go in the room for, Khalil?
Midfield now. Here's Wilson. Open man. He completes
What
it.
did you go in the room for, Khalil?
And he's going to be taken down.
No, this is the sneaky stuff that I'm talking about, and I don't like it. I don't care. I don't like it. You went in there talking about something, or we're not together, we're not on the same page. So what are you talking about, Khalil? Yes, you did. I muted the TV and I listened to you. Okay, Khalil. Alright, Khalil. I don't care. I don't care. Like, that's the sneaky stuff I'm talking about. We've had the same conversation before, and you go in there and you talk shit. I don't fuck with it. No, Khalil, I'm tired of it. No. I don't want to hear it.
Please.
I don't want to hear it. I sat there and heard you. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, Talia, and that's acceptable to go on the phone with my cousin and be secretive in the dark. That's cool. That's cool, Talia. That's cool.
Do you want me to call him back?
No, I don't care. I don't care. So I gave you several chances, and you still do the same stuff. I don't like it. That's sneaky. You could have sat right there and had a conversation, Talia. You did not have to go in there and then whisper so I don't hear you. I don't like that. I do. Yes, you were. All right, Talia.
In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he'll throw this one away. I think he's out.
All right, Talia. I don't care. You could have sat right there, Talia. That's the sneaky stuff that I'm talking about. It was being very sneaky. Yes, it is. Talia, why do you feel the need to talk to my family about our problems? Why do you feel the need? No. Everything's fine. Hang the phone up. It's that simple.
He literally was
all right,
asking
Talia.
me something. That's...
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And going right back to Hamler. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Wilson will throw again. This is caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season. Able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Newman on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that will carry over.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
29 days of unimaginable pain and suffering until Oz took her for the last experiment. Just one of 3 was killed in Oz's lab.
That's defense. You're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because we're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play.
Be a part of the action with the Bet River Sport.
We're able to keep the quick pass in front of
Being the same game,
stop it
parlays
at the line of
where you can
scrimmage.
find different bets from the same game. Like the money line
On
check,
3rd down,
online
Newman.
check, and player props check.
Throw right side,
Bet
getting
River
caught by
Sport.
Waller.
Today.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
With a 70-68 lead. Philadelphia 76ers standing up. Houston native.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas.
Undrafted back in 2016. Just slowly but surely worked his way into the rotation spot here in the NBA.
35 yards that time on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a room to maneuver. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? A run with Mostert up the middle. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the
Broncos. That's that boy Evans.
Possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Forced fumble.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That 95, boy.
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down.
Never.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Why? I can't. No, bad.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been...
Oh, there go the rookies.
Accepted for the 3rd time thus far.
That rookie balling out.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Fair catch. Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Newman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Newman looking to throw it. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame on his first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
And they'll try and throw for it with Newman. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23.
Some bullshit. Hey, without a band.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory.
God.
Picks up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball?
Yes, he will,
Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everybody how many I have.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's third down in inches. Now Newman to throw on third down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think my dude batted it in the air. And just like sat there.
If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. On second down, Williams. And what they're doing here is this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, what uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play. Don't never be in this type of situation again.
Newman. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. One last shot for Newman. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.